What's going to happen to those trade deals? Are they in jeopardy?
So I spoke with my counterpart from the EU this weekend. I have a call that I'm going to have with others. I spoke to my counterparts in other countries, and so the deals were not premised on whether or not the emergency tariff litigation would rise or fall. They weren't premised on that. So it's totally normal for these countries to talk to each other, have meetings internally to determine this. But rest assured, I've been speaking to these folks as well, and I've been telling them for a year whether this case, whether we won or lost, we were going to have tariffs. The president's policy was going to continue. That's why they signed these deals, even while the litigation was pending. So we're having active conversations with them. We want them to understand that these deals are going to be good deals. We expect to stand by them. We expect our partners to stand by them. And I haven't heard anyone yet come to me and say the deal's off. They want to see how this plays out. I'm in active conversation with them on it.
Okay, so we'll watch that space. The Supreme Court ruling, that vote was 6-3. The president, as you know, you were there, came out publicly, and he railed against some of those justices by name. He said this on Friday. Take a listen.
They're very unpatriotic and disloyal to our Constitution. It's my opinion that the court has been swayed by foreign interests and a political movement that is far smaller than people would ever think.
That's a pretty huge allegation. What foreign interest has corrupted the court, according to the president?
Well, I won't characterize his words too much. He speaks for himself. What I will say
Do you know what he's
is
talking
that
about?
so many of the interests that were at issue in this case were really about foreign importers or foreign companies that have interests here in the U.S. who are suing the president and suing the administration. It's foreign companies that are benefiting from the tariffs being struck down. This is why when we impose tariffs, foreign countries don't like it, and foreign companies don't like it because they're the ones that don't want to have the tariffs in place. They're the ones that are suing. They're the ones that are trying to get together coalitions and groups to oppose what the president is doing. The president's fighting for American workers. He's trying to impose a trade policy that has a through line through the first Trump administration, Biden and Trump with tariffs, but it's foreign countries and companies that are suing that want these things to go away.
They are suing. But the president wasn't talking about them. The president was talking about the Supreme Court justices, who he said are unpatriotic and disloyal and swayed by foreign interests. Do you have any evidence to back up that allegation about the Supreme Court justices who, as you know, face security threats on a daily basis?
So when the foreign interests sue, they appear before the courts. They're literally arguing before the courts that they should have a different outcome. So they are. It's quite obvious that foreign interests are involved. They're helping bring lawsuits. They're arguing before the court, these justices, 6 of them, agree with what a lot of these foreign interests want, which is take down the tariffs, take down the barriers, and let us import as much cheap crap as we want to the United States at the expense of American workers.
But do you need to clarify or feel compelled in any way to clarify in regard to the allegations against the justices themselves?
I'm not speaking for the president. What I'm telling you is that when the president talks about foreign influences, at a minimum, what we see is that foreign companies are involved in the coalitions, the PR effort, they're involved in the cases, and they don't want these tariffs. It's not a secret. I mean, for months, these foreign countries and companies and people in the United States who benefit from their commercial relations with them, they want these tariffs to be gone. That should be the signal for us that we're doing the right thing, that we're over the target. When the foreign countries and companies are literally arguing in court through their advocates to take it down, we know they have influence.
Well, 1,500 businesses, including Costco, have filed lawsuits to get repaid for these tariffs. But we will leave it there. James and Greer, thank you for your time this morning. We'll be right back. A lot more Face the Nation. Stay with us.